Today we're taking a look at this or that TV shows. Malcolm in the Middle or The Middle.
Do you think we're wealthy?
You're not just saying that.
No, it's everything like below the head that's got the problem.
Shut up.
For me, both of these TV shows are comedy gold in terms of those sort of American sitcoms, and I think The Middle took a lot of inspiration from Malcolm in the Middle, let's be honest. But I think both of them give their own separate legacies and have grown in their own separate ways. Malcolm in the Middle, though, for me was always the better one out of the two. I grew up with both of them because Malcolm in the Middle, as soon as that finished, it's sort of like, oh, The Middle came in and took over after that and sort of modernised what the Malcolm in the Middle show was. But I always think if you're looking at the original version of what that kind of same product is of a family with disagreements and stuff like that, I think you've always got to go with Malcolm in the Middle, in my personal opinion. But do let us know down in the comments down below if you disagree and think The Middle was actually the better of the two TV shows. Family Guy or The Simpsons?
Well, I'm going to measure your penis, and then I'm going to measure my penis, and we're going to see whose is bigger.
Doesn't really seem fair.
All right, let's see what you got. Stupid game anyway.
Hey, is there a butts here? See more butts? Hey, everybody, I want to see more butts!
To me, this particular this or that we've done several times, and if you look closely enough on our other channel, we did a whole video, and there'll be a link for that down in the description, where we did a whole like 10-15 minutes going over the pluses and negatives towards which is the better out of the two shows. But for me, I think just on a small lens, I think I watched The Simpsons more times. Hence why the nostalgia hits me more, and I watched this one a lot as a kid. Family Guy, when I was a kid, didn't really take off until maybe like 2010 or 2009-ish, and by then I was more into The Simpsons, and then later down the line I found Family Guy. So I don't have that same nostalgia with Family Guy like I do with Simpsons. But I'm just gonna say the difference between them is marginal. I think The Simpsons also has better storytelling, but Family Guy has the comedy. It's whatever you want in terms of an animated TV show, and I get if people turn around and say, no, I prefer Family Guy over The Simpsons. But I also get those that think The Simpsons is better than Family Guy. It's a head-to-head, which is for the ages, and is a coin toss, really, because they're both very, very close. But for this instance, I'm going to go The Simpsons. The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead?
You can breathe, you can blink, you can cry. Hell, you're all gonna be doing that.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't.
I've watched both shows from beginning to end, and I think the enjoyment levels that I have watching The Walking Dead, the drama, the overall expectations were lifted from watching The Walking Dead. The villains were better, the story was better, the plot was better. Everything about The Walking Dead just feels really fresh and exciting. When Fear the Walking Dead came along, the first few seasons, I'm actually going to admit, when people rave about those, I'm not a fan of the first few seasons. I like it when Morgan and Dwight come into the mix and mix up with those ones from the original few seasons, and you finally get to see the show grow into its own. I think Fear the Walking Dead just lacked a few of those main leader sort of characters from the get-go, and when they got those in, I think it was like season 4, season 5, that's when they went and ran with it. The Walking Dead is always the best out of the two. Supernatural or Prison Break?
Dude, if you were ever gonna get lucky.
Come on, come in.
I'm getting you out of here.
Come on. Burrows, roll it up. Happy hour's over.
It's impossible. Not if you design the place, it isn't.
You might be like, why is he compared two completely different shows? And the connection is the brothers. The brothers would do anything for each other, would die for each other, and literally the whole show's for both of them about the two brothers. So that's why I'm comparing them both. And for me, I love Supernatural, and I'm binge watching through them at the minute for the very first time. So no spoilers in those comments down below. But for me, I think that Supernatural, from what I've been watching, now I'm in like season 6, I think there's some really good storytelling in Supernatural. It feels fresh, it feels exciting. But I think though, for entertainment wise, and what really got me into watching shows like Supernatural, Lost, and even Breaking Bad and stuff like that, and taking a chance on those, was Prison Break. Prison Break was my gateway into TV shows. That's why for me it's one of the greatest TV shows of all time, because after I watched Prison Break, I was like, I need to watch The Walking Dead. I need to watch this. I need to watch that. Because then I found out that TV shows were actually sometimes better than film. And films were my go-to for a long, long time. But I think now TV, from watching Prison Break, watching like Walking Dead, I think you really start to learn that some TV shows just captivate you for a very long, long time. And I think that, if I'm being honest, I think that Supernatural is great and all, but can never lace the boots of Prison Break, in my particular opinion. I know there's going to be many of you guys that disagree with that down those comments down below, but do let us know down those comments down below what you guys think. Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul?
Yo, 148, 3 to the 3 to the 6 to the 9, representing the ABQ. What up, biatch?
Show us the green or La Policia is gonna come and they're gonna be taking Granny away. She's gonna go to jail. You want that? Yeah, that's right. Play it smart. Okay, good. So let's talk dollar amounts for what you did.
Now, if we're talking about things that might upset a few people, I would turn around and say Better Call Saul never lived up to the expectations of what Breaking Bad did. And I'll tell you why. Better Call Saul, for me, just didn't have the exact same drama that we had in Breaking Bad. It lacked the grittiness that Breaking Bad had. Even though it brought in the likes of Mike back into the Breaking Bad universe and other characters, I think it lacked the serious stuff that Breaking Bad had, the urge to watch the next episode, the urge to watch the next series, because it was getting hotter and hotter and the fire was building up, and you knew where the ending was eventually going to go with, probably, you know, Heisenberg's eventual downfall. But we didn't get to see that properly in Better Call Saul. Yeah, we got to see the downfall, but it's a prequel. And most of the time, the first few seasons are very boring. I'm not going to lie, Better Call Saul. It don't get exciting really until like season 4, maybe? Season 3, season 4, where you can start to see where the show's heading and him going into more crime-based stuff than anything else. But for me personally, I don't get much enjoyment or the same amount of enjoyment watching Better Call Saul as I do with Breaking Bad. I just think Breaking Bad should have ended with Breaking Bad. I don't think we needed to come back with Better Call Saul, and the ending of Better Call Saul was a bit disappointing for me, hence why Breaking Bad takes it on that round. Let us know down in the comments down below, do you agree with our picks on this or that TV shows, and is there any other this or that you want me to do on this channel, or any other videos that you want me to do on this Clips channel? If you haven't already checked out our previous this or that, then click on this video now to find out what my opinion is on that.